What's going on, my peoples? I go by name the Sorcerer. I'm now going to be doing a reading. I'm going to pick a card, and it will be an intuitive choice. And then that will be the overall theme of the reading for today, okay? So I'm going to be picking this. Are you on the right path? So that's what we're doing today. Are you on the right path? And then now, going to be this up together, and I'll be doing a reading, okay? If it resonates, I hope it helps. If not, send it back to the universe. Energy is fluid. We keep on shining and we stay rising. I'm gonna see if you're on the right path, alright? Hope everybody's okay. I'm feeling quite chilled, you know. I had a nap early today and I feel rather chilled. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel good. I feel relaxed. Okay. Let us commence on the reading. Just gonna do it when I feel like it's the right time. Ooh, let's do that again. Okay, now I'm gonna get clarifiers as well. Hope everybody's feeling alright. To be fair, I'm feeling good. There we go. Just the process. Okay, let's go. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, let's get some advice on the matter. Oh, interesting. You know what? I feel like you're gonna be good. And I'm gonna explain to you that you're on the right path as it is anyway. But I'm gonna have to tell you why and how you're getting there. Okay. And I hope this gives you clarity going forwards. So at the start, the theme of the reading is are you on the right path? And long story short is that you are. And I'm going to tell you why. You got the most powerful card in the deck, which is the Sun, which is a card of like fertility, fertility, rejuvenation, growth, light, enlightenment. If you are planning for children, it's the right time for you to start. It's likely that you and your significant other, it's a good time to start a family. And we'll go down the path to tell you why it's a good time regarding you in terms of your right path. But generally, if you're looking for love, the essence of you is in the Two of Cups, which is basically the soulmate card, the connection between you and a significant person, the mirroring of you and that person's feelings regarding love, regarding intimacy. You've got the root chakra going up, the Kundalini going right up to the crown chakra, that sense of feeling of, all the chakras together, having that connection. And it's a case of you expanding on that, stepping into your power, being creative regarding your love, having that passion with King of Wands being a fire energy, that love, that passion, that respect, everything is there. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful moment between you and a significant other. Now, that's if you're planning for children, you know. And I think, if you guys are ready and you've made the plans, then go for it. If you are in the path of being, if you're on your own, it's about you and self-love. It's about you understanding yourself, and having that self-love is going to create that sense of expansion within your ideas, within yourself, branching out, coming and seeing the foresight and creating these sort of inner happiness, and using that inner happiness to basically create your story as you are living in this earth. But if we're talking about love as it is, if you're a person, there's a connection. But in terms of your ideas, if you're singular and and the sun is there, it's shining on you as you're going. You'll go and you'll grow, you'll live life, you'll see the light, and it's just there's a pathway for you to just basically keep on going. And regarding are you in the right path? Yes. Long story short, you are releasing the nightmares, the stresses, the issues that you've had for a very long time. Now, that's the advice, is for you to basically release your healing, cry it all out. Doesn't matter if you're any gender. Releasing is a way of therapy, of taking out the negative energy and just expressing your feeling in this present moment in time. So, if you are feeling that you've had the issues as it is anyway, it's a time for you to just let go of these illusions that you are, that you've created in your mind, and that's releasing in terms of not just crying, but talking, journaling, talking to people. It's the right time for you to express these feelings, and I feel like, the best way to do that is to start by just expression, talking. If you have friends around you, trusted friends that don't judge you, it is the right time for you to talk anyway in the first place. Now, if you're asking about the right path, yes, there's a sense of balance regarding your situation. This could come under your finances, this could come under uh, um, I'd say your job as well. So, but the essence of it with the Justice card is the finer details. You have to look at the finer details. Don't skip a beat. Don't miss a step. Don't go for shortcuts. Look for the things to go and do the proper procedures. If you're in your job, if you're applying, if you're working, you know, there's a reason why there's procedures at the moment in time, because there's set of rules that you must follow, because this is a very important, very important. Now, if it's regarding your dreams, because your star is about having the idea of protecting your dream and working on your dreams, then you'll have to find ways to, like, I give an example. If you wanted to become a singer, you're a singer songwriter, it is advised that you protect your material. You know, when I talk about justice, it is advised for you to, copyright anything. If you're an artist, copyright your stuff, watermark your stuff. You know, there's an air of you having to protect your work and your dreams, and because you don't want it to come to existence that somebody's plagiarizing your material. There is an essence of flattery, I understand it, but at the same time there's just flat out stealing. Do you know what I mean? And it's all about you making sure that you protect your ideas, you protect that energy, right? The next card is the Ace of Cups, and the advice is the Five of Swords. And it is time. I don't know if you can hear that alarm that just set off, but it's time for you to take the gold away from the pain, which is going to be a part of your new cup. And it's about removing the negative aspects in your life, and filtering through and bringing in what's positive for your new chapters. And this is, for me, it's a blessed chapter, which is why I say, are you on the right path? The next card that you've got is the Devil, and you've got the Six of Pentacles for your advice. And it's a case of you basically making sure, and it comes under justice when it comes to your payments, pay your taxes, all the legal stuff, the small prints. Obviously, it could be another essence of you having to have a healthier relationship with money. Are you financially literate? Are you mature enough to know not to overspend? Are you spending way too much money and not looking at your balance, your ingoings and outgoings? It's a time for you to become responsible. There may be there's a situation potentially where you could be blocking yourself because of your overspending, and that could remove opportunities for you to go to places that you need to, because you might be not being able to use the money to travel. But at the same time, it's about you being smart with your money. Even if you're getting new money, there's an essence of you having to protect yourself from overspending, and not forgetting that you've got to be responsible. Declare your money if you've got your own business. Pay your taxes. It's just part of life. Okay, so your next card that you've got for are you on your right path is you are headed to your right path. You're moving away from negativity, from the Eight of Cups. You are going towards what's rightfully the destination that you've been manifesting with the Magician card. And it's a case of you basically deciding that you know your path. You know your path, and I feel like by you not being able to, by you stopping yourself, you're stopping yourself from being happy, and you're stopping yourself from going into the route that you've manifested going to. But that's not what you're doing. You're going towards your dreams. You're going towards your goals. And as long as you protect yourself and look at the small prints, then you'll be absolutely fine. I think what's motivating you is the Ten of Swords, followed by the Nine of Pentacles, and you're using a moment in your life as a way of motivation to get out of a situation that is perceived as negative. And I'm saying this to you, right? You're using the thought of abundance, right? The thought of abundance regarding to 1 second. Yeah, the thought of abundance, right? Of freedom, of being able to be financially free during this time. And you're using, something that didn't work out in the past with the ten of swords. And you're using that as a motivation because you want to live your dream of being able to kick back a little bit and enjoy what you've worked on. And that's what you're doing. You're working towards it. I think there's there is an element of you in your next card, which is the two of wands, of a whole move, introspection, and that's a confirmation of the Four of Swords, which is about retreating, taking a step back, relaxing, re-energizing before you make them big moves. It's also a reminder that if you're going to undertake, if you're going to be walking to your path, don't forget to have a pit stop. Don't forget to take a break. Don't forget to even just re-energize. All of this is very important, because you don't want to burn yourself at both ends. Right. You've got the Ace of Swords followed by the Four of Pentacles, and this is about a new chapter. And your new chapter on your right, whether you're on the right path, which I said you are, it's going to create more of a balance. You've got the four elements. You've got fire, water, earth. You've got air, which is the four elements that creates a balance, and you going forwards with that, taking action. You're going to have a more balanced approach going forward. I think you've had the awareness of things can get a bit toxic for you, but it's time for you to basically be a bit more astute and recognize that you can't bring toxicity in your current path, and that's what you're not going to be doing. I think your introspection is going to give you enlightenment and giving you like a sort of clear route for you to keep going forwards. Now you've got the Knight of Swords, which is an action card, and which is you've also got the Wheel of Fortune, which is basically the time is now. You got that Knight of Wands, which is the Knight of Swords, which is about you taking action and you just going for it, and you just knowing what you want to do. But it's also a warning of not being too hasty. Make sure everything that you do is calculating. And if it's something that fortune, like I always say, if it feels right intuitively to do it, you should do it. And the time is now. But I say, think about it from a standpoint that you think before you do those actions. So in the sense where, have a plan of action before you do the action. Have an element of strategy, because you have the Justice card. So it's about you looking at the small prints of things. So before you go head on to things, which I know will happen with your reading, I think it's a time for you to basically be more calculative, find and do, find a tactic, find a strategy for you when you're doing so, and you'll have your Wheel of Fortune. As it is, the time is now. It'll be a good time. You've got the Six of Cups followed by the Queen of Cups, and if we're talking about love, as it is, for those people who are together, there's an element of looking back in your relationship with a lot of like value. I think you guys will look back, and I think this is why it resonates with you guys when if you are planning for children or even contemplating going for children. It's great because I feel like you're looking at the past and you're looking at it now and you're like, you know what, we've been together through the tough times, the good times. We know that this is the everlasting love. This is our commitment. We want to have a family. And you're bringing that forward, and you're using that essence within your current feelings right now. And it's that beautifulness which I see with you and your significant other. And it's a divine blessing. It's a case of the time now to show gratitude. Tell each other why you love each other. Show each other your love languages. It is an essence of you, like you guys. I think you guys should be able to, and I know you guys should be able to actually show more love for each other. There's an element of having to show that together. It's a time, it's a union, and you bringing that child or you're planning to, child into the world. It's a time to express these feelings of love, you know. And your final card is the Ten of Wands in reverse, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. And it's basically you having to remove any sort of unneeded stresses in your life. It's time to just release all of these things. Remove the weight. There are certain things you can control, and there's certain things you can't control. And for those that can't control, it's a time for you to say, you know what, enough's enough. Let us remove the heavy stress and load. You've got two cards of release, and it's telling you to release things. It could be from the illusions in your mind, or it could be things that you can find solutions to physically. So there are solutions to it, and it's going to basically clear your path. You know, there are one or two blockages that you have, but once you remove those blockages, the path for you are at the right path. You're in your right path. It's a case of you walking it, walking it, walking it, walking it. And it's a beautiful moment. There's a few cards of introspection. There's a few cards of strategy. There's a few cards of looking within yourself and being honest. But there's beautiful cards in there with blessings, looking into the finer details, love as the frequency as it is, which is a blessing. I just say to you guys, like, just have a moment of pause for strategy. And then once you have a pause for strategy, go for it. It's your life. And it's rightfully so that you are happy, that you should be happy. You should be feeling happy, especially when you're in the right path. So I hope that resonates, right? I go by the name of the Sorcerer. Love, peace, and light to you all. And I hope you enjoyed the reading. Take care.
Sorcerer.